Good morning. So over the next week or so, a few friends and I, we are going to try our hand at some mountain climbing. We're going to try to climb Gran Paradiso and Mont Blanc. Now we don't really know what we're doing, but we've spent months planning, so with a little bit of blind faith, hopefully it goes well. Or at the very least, we survive. The only issue for me is that Mont Blanc is not down the road. I live all the way on the other side of the world. So today, I've got quite the day of travelling. So wish me luck, and I'll see you there. Now, just gotta finish packing. To be honest, if we're talking about personal goals, I just hope that I don't end up on the side of a mountain or stuck in a crevasse, wishing that I'd just gone to Bali.
Alrighty, after many hours of travelling, finally arrived in Geneva. I'm knackered, but luckily about to meet an old friend, and then the fun really begins.
Oh, the boys are ready.
So I'm just doing some editing now, and I thought to set the scene I would play some of the footage back. But actually I forgot I recorded of one of our first planning sessions. It's worth noting though that Alan did not know I was recording this. And I was, there's no better way to say this, an idiot. Yo, you ready for some planning? I've been researching the route, and it's a scary one.
It's a high risk of death, and so we have to be really it's actually very technical. There's this ridge from Agui de Midi, which is like that. It's like how many meters are we looking at with Gran Paradiso?
Oh, it's like north of 4. It's pretty spicy, but that I really quite like my life, you know? And you know, Everest is twice the height, so how hard can it be? This is a baby mountain.
Everest I actually have no interest in doing.
I wouldn't want to queue at the top. That would get me down. I don't like queuing at the best of times. And then we got distracted.
No, you're actually in heaven after you.
This.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I was reading how they saw rocks the size of washing machines just bouncing up and down that part of the room.
But I'll be roped to somebody else.
Yeah, which means we're both falling.
Well, okay, I'll be roped. There'll be 4 of us roped together.
4 of us.
We'll probably be following 1,000 people out. We'll just see where they fall in and make sure we don't fall in the same ones.
Exactly.
I'm very risk averse. I've never broken a bone.
Neither have I. Snap, bro.
I've never fallen off a mountain either.
Yeah, neither have I. I can see all my savings disappear.
Alrighty.
My guy.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you.
I'd be lying if I said we did much more planning than that, but hey, this is the plan.
So, the goal of the trip was simple, to climb the tallest mountain in Italy, Gran Paradiso, and the tallest mountain in Europe, Mont Blanc. But you can't just easily pitch up and climb Mont Blanc. We needed to acclimatise. So the trip was planned out across 7 big days. On the first day, we would begin our final preparations and make our way to our base camp in Courmayeur. There, we would begin our climbing journey and start to make our way up the side of Gran Paradiso to the famous Chambord Hut. Day 3 was special. We were to become true mountaineers and summit Gran Paradiso. This was our first test. After that adventure, we would spend another night gaining precious acclimatization at Chambord Hut, and the next day we would make our way down, and before you know it, make our way all the way back up to over 3,000 meters to Torino Hut to gain another, you guessed it, a night at altitude. All great adventures needed to include chill time to rest and recuperate before pushing your bodies to the limits. So on day 5, we planned to take it easy and recover at sea level. Day 6 is where things start to get spicy. We're going to meet our guide and start ascending the treacherous Italian route to the hut. It's definitely no easy approach. While day 7 kind of speaks for itself as we attempt to summit Mont Blanc and then make our way all the way back down to the car. It's definitely going to be a pretty big day. So let's get going. Now all great adventures start with a great team, and we had a cracking one. Starting with the one and only Alan. He was the kind of man one could just rely on. our team medic, and with legs larger than tree trunks, he just doesn't know how to give up.
What's important to me is, as a kid, I've absolutely always wanted to do Mont Blanc, because, you know, it's like the biggest mountain in Europe. It's pretty freaking cool.
Then we have Jasper, by far the most experienced in the team. He was our guiding star and an absolute weapon in the hills. Why are you doing this?
Because I didn't reach the top in 2023. Oh shit. Unfinished business.
Oh, and then you have myself. I'm really just a cameraman you never see and the annoying voice you just have to listen to for the rest of the video. So enjoy. Yeah, I'm just looking to have a good week with some mates and to do something hard together. No mountaineering video is complete without a discussion on kit. As it turns out, mountaineering demands an unholy amount of gear. The kind of specialised gear that is practically useless, except on the side of a glacier or on the side of a mountain holding on for dear life. Preparing for this, over the last few months I've been gearing up. Whether I'd be conquering the mountain, well, who knows. What I did know is that my credit card was being conquered nonetheless. I would learn later though that getting the right equipment, no matter the cost, was one of the greatest decisions that I'd ever made. As would later be the motto, it doesn't matter how much money you have in the bank, if you're dead. Anyway, so we had the plan, we had the fitness, we had the people, we had the gear. What could possibly go wrong? Alrighty, so it's day one, 21st of June, and really today is the day where we're going to get our shit together. So yeah, I think the reality of what we're trying to do is starting to kick in now. So it's probably time that we start taking this a little bit more seriously.
Mate, it's time to get all the gear.
All of
No
it.
idea.
We're gonna get some poles, maybe a jacket, maybe a bag.
We began our hunt for equipment in the institution they call Decathlon, a place where quality comes second to price.
Doing
It
our
says, page 120. Here we are. The Mont Blanc Massif. This can be us very soon. Very soon. Can't quite find our route, but
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
That's gonna be sick.
Banging that. Whoa, look at that. Zoom in on that.
Anyway, we really didn't find what we were looking for. So once Alan figured out how to get out of the car, we went somewhere a little bit more serious. Where Alan proceeded to spend a small fortune.
How much did you spend?
Well, too much.
Too much?
But,
What's the number?
It was 1,234. Not much.
Wow. Doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank if you're dead.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And you know, they say this kit will last a lifetime. So
5 days.
5 days.
And after shooting some terrible B-roll of a duck and some water, and after I was taken on a short tour around Geneva, a place that is clearly suffering with the burden of too much money.
And welcome to my favourite place in the lake.
We picked up our rental and headed towards the airport.
Doesn't look to be any snow on it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So we're back at the airport to find our new musketeer, mountaineer.
Quick, we're gonna eat the mango before he goes. Quick, go!
Is he that guy? No. He's not that guy. Where is he?
We shall see. Oh,
Is that him?
Jasper!
Is that him?
Jasper!
And with the musketeers reunited, I was able to conduct some very high quality interviewing.
3 quick questions.
Yeah.
What's your name? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And what do you bring to the team?
Are you gonna give me a sign or?
Go whenever.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just messing around with that.
My name is Jasper. What was the next question?
Give him his mango. We saved a piece of mango for him, goddammit.
And what do you bring to the team?
Experience.
Okay.
And
He knows how to dive.
some
figure
organizational skills.
What are you trying to say?
That's a dig. We're gonna drive back to the airport. We're gonna drive.
And we were well on our way to the mountains. And once we got through the tunnel to Colmea, we spent an hour trying to figure out how to charge our electric car, then went to bed. So now's probably a great time to talk about our first climb of the trip. So let me introduce you to Gran Paradiso. With an elevation of 4,061 meters, there are 2 refugees. Refugees? Well, huts nestled into the grandiose sides of Gran Paradiso, just below the glacial shelf. We chose Chambord Hut. We would begin by trekking from the car park up to the hut, making our way up the path that snaked its way up the mountain towards the hut. At the hut, we would eat, relax, sleep, and have an early start up to the summit the next day. Firstly trekking over the rubble below the glacier before reaching the glacier itself. Once we reached the edge of the glacier, we would suit up and make our way hopping over the crevasses and onto the plateau at the top, before making our final ascent towards the summit. What a wonderful adventure this was going to be. This was the day. This was the first day that we would strap on the training wheels and begin climbing, when months of talking would become action at last. Well, but not just yet. We need to do another round of shopping, and for some of the noobs, renting.
There you go, Gatsby, I got you this one.
Oh!
There you go.
Ah, beautiful.
It's a lot harder than I expected.
Who's winning there? It's just solid chocolate. You lose with a tooth. Oh, and I nearly forgot. We spent some time trying to find cash on a Sunday. And then after all of that, began our drive to the bottom of Gran Paradiso. And might I say, what a beautiful drive it was. But enough of that. Let's get climbing. We began our ascent with excitement in our legs and anticipation on our minds.
Always excited? Oh, can't wait.
As we ascended higher and higher, escaping the trees into the sun.
Here we can see in the wild, at the watering hole, one of the team is caught Legionella. The symptoms will begun to be felt rather soon.
And then we cut to the shop and shitting himself.
That's already happened.
Each turn bringing us closer to the hut and eventually the summit. But while we were excited, in the back of our minds, the nerves started to build as the glacier came into view. The scale of the challenge began to reveal itself. Alan and I had never even been on a glacier before, let alone trying to summit Italy's largest mountain. Were we making some terrible mistake? Luckily, to distract us from our thoughts, we had the beautiful Italian scenery, warm weather and sun, so time passed easily.
We are 660 meters of elevation gain. Woo! Couple thousand more to go.
Oh yeah.
An hour and a half in, we're nearly at the hut. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Well, luckily we have already drunk most of our eaten through about a kilo of food, which makes the bags lighter. So it's getting easier as we go up.
That's the advantage, yeah. And it's getting cooler, to be fair.
Getting cooler. Yeah, exactly.
Damn, it's beautiful.
One round go.
Yeah.
Oh, my shot.
Oh, yes.
And we reached the hut in about 2 hours.
Damn, we made it. Woo, woo, woo. Look at this. So home from home. That's a couple of days.
Good day.
Woo! Sprint the end.
Go on. Run. There he goes. It's a chicken speed.
Give me a jog.
So you see glacier up there?
What, the one on the left? No, not that one.
The right side.
That one.
Yeah, that's where we're going up. And that's the point where you need to be careful. Because that's where the crevasses are in the glacier. That's where the rocks will happen most of the time.
Ah, perfect. No messing around in that section. Oh my god. Oh.
Good, it's good. Chocolate milk here.
We weren't able to rest for too long, however, as we needed to prepare our endless kit. We then fell to cross a river to get to some snow.
Okay, long story short, that looks a lot easier to cross up there. Anything like that. So I think we're gonna have to call it and put our feet in some cold water and then
practice roping up and head back up for dinner. Oh well, is what it is. Got to do some practice. Yeah, I think we decided that the risk of trying to cross wasn't really worth really wasn't worth the payoff. So sometimes it be like that. Oh.
Gave up, stood on a roof and practiced for the first time to put on our harness, tie the figure of eights and rope up between us. Luckily, even we could about figure it out. We would have practiced a second time, but we got told off by a lovely old Italian lady for standing on her roof. So we gave up, we ate some lovely dinner.
Double dinner.
Yeah, he's happy. I need a review. You're joking on that. Out of 10. Can't do a 7. Oh my god.
And admired the view for one last time, and then went to bed early, knowing that we had a mighty long day ahead.
We are waking up, I think at 4 AM is the plan. First time on a glacier, big day. Feeling a little bit anxious, but yeah, all you can do really is plan for the worst and just give it a go. So I'll see you then. Good night.
Waking up at 4 AM, the hut was alive with activity, as the fellow mountaineers made their final preparations, checking and rechecking their gear. Breakfast was met with an unusual silence, as we all internally contemplated the day and dangers ahead.
Alan, you
The
ready?
stopwatch was now on, a race to get up and down as fast as possible. So we wasted no time in donning our
Ready,
gear
Jasper?
and starting the hike into the black abyss of the
Alright,
mountain. As the sun rose, the first half of our hike was over the gravel and the scrub. Where once the glacier would have been, we were met with a lifeless, rocky terrain.
Good morning. So it's summit day for Gran Paradiso. We headed off at 4:30. Slightly concerning that all the other groups are pretty much left by now, but we'll catch them up. Yeah. That's pretty epic. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Oh. Looking mighty fine down there, Alan. You're meant for the mountains. Yeah. We'll leave.
It's a new
Dawn is a new day.
It's a new life
For me, yeah. Day.
You don't really need the lights anymore.
Nah.
I want to save your battery.
Ooh. Right. Before I get copyrighted. Give me a yo.
Yo, yo.
Give me a heyo.
Hey, yo.
It wasn't long until the glacier came into full view. At the edge of the frozen sea, we roped up, donned our crampons for the first time.
You suited and booted? Aim.
And with ice axes in hand, stepped onto the glacier. The crunch of ice beneath our feet sent both excitement and trepidation through our veins. In the pursuit of mountaineering, you rarely feel safe on the side of a mountain, least of all on a glacier.
We're making
Danger might come from above
good progress now.
or below, so each step is filled with
That's the first
attentiveness.
crevasse.
At any moment you could pierce through the roof of an invisible
Look at
crevasse
that sheer
with a bottom that you can't
cliff of
even see.
ice. God. So a little bit of a check-in. We are 2 hours in now. We've gone up 600 meters, about 3 and a bit K. And we've probably got the same to go. Oh, wonderful. We've got a solid speed, which is great, but it's a bit of a queue up here.
catch you guys closer to the top. Ah, wonderful.
We followed the winding path, carved out by previous mountaineers as it snaked up the side of the glacier.
How you boys feeling?
Pretty good so far.
Good. Over 2 hours in. About halfway, I think, in terms of elevation.
Yeah.
Groovy. Oh. Quick bite and then we head off.
Yeah.
With the excitement of it all, we soon reached a plateau, where we began to merge with the crowds from the other hut. We were moving quickly.
It's absolute chaos up here. Teams are overtaking teams, tripping up other teams with ropes. Not much of a gentleman's queuing system going on. The view is stunning though. Indeed.
Chaos quickly ensued as roped up teams collided with other large roped up teams. But we focused on the mission and kept steadily trekking to the top. The path got narrower and narrower. Progress slowed and then ground to a halt. It was here where the technicality and, to be honest, treachery of the route ahead of us became apparent, creating long queues down the side of the summit. The only issue was we faced a steep, deathly drop on the left,
Oh, that's a long
with
way
little
down.
to hold on to, but then to rely on our balance. And we began to get cold with our lack of movement. We were waiting for about half an hour before we finally made it to the bottom of the ladder. It was at this point that the technicality of the climb jumped up a notch. Crampons and rope are awkward at the best of times, designed for snow, not rock. So imagine my surprise when I realised that we'd be climbing up the side of a granite wall, and then traverse this rocky ridge with stomach-churning drops, while balancing on the points of our crampons. One misstep would have been your last. Oh, and there wasn't much to hold on to either. However, that was a future problem, because after climbing the ladder,
You,
we
Alan.
finally made it to the top.
Smile for the camera. And then another. Oh, yeah. Whew. Oh my god. Right, that was one of the scariest things I've done in my life.
Just wait until this.
It was at this point that we had summited Gran Paradiso, and after a brief celebration, looking ahead, we also saw the cause of this queuing, a narrow ridge about a foot wide with a staggering drop below. The only bit of protection being a few pigtails to wrap your rope around, and your focus and skill. It was nerve-wracking to say the least, but our teamwork and communication got us through. This was definitely one of the top 3 scariest moments of my life.
Should we just go to the top? I keep it flat. Oh.
After making a cross, my mind was awash with exhilaration and adrenaline. I was euphoric as we continued to make our way off the rocks and into relative safety. Here we took the opportunity for a quick celebratory hug.
Come here, bro.
Oh, boys. Boys, good job. Good job.
Yeah. I would kiss you. I can't think of a better group to have done that with. That sketch is fun.
But we didn't celebrate for long. The weather was worsening, and we just wanted to get off this mountain. After a couple minutes of descent, the hailstorm hit us.
This is disgusting.
I was quickly blinded, forcing me to put on my goggles. From then, we practically sprinted down the mountain and back onto the glacier. We soon escaped the storm and took a quick breather.
So climbing down was fun for maybe 15 minutes, then became absolute nightmare. Probably the icing on the cake was seeing one guy's foot go into a crevasse and pierce the ceiling. Yeah, that made things a little bit more serious. Anyway, Alan's just gone for a piss.
That was great.
What colour was it?
It was the colour of rainbows and lollipops.
Okay. After seeing a chap's leg from a team in front of us pierce the top of the crevasse's roof, us looking down through the hole into the darkness, let's just say that we moved even faster. It was only on reaching the edge of the glacier and making our way onto the rocks that we could truly take a breather. Boys, it's time for a rest. Yeah. Oh, good times.
How you say? DJ Garland.
Another one. Have something to eat and rest. It's fair to say we were exhausted, and the final trundle down the mountain was hard. With the rain coming in, we put our heads down and moved swiftly. But even though our bodies were tired, deep down we were satisfied, content, happy. It had been an incredible day. It almost felt surreal, the might of what we had achieved, how we had worked as a team, and how we had gotten the job done. We gained some crucial confidence, we felt strong, we felt like true mountaineers. The Three Musketeers had finally become the Three Mountaineers, as we made it back down to the hut, safely. Yeah. Where did Alan go? Oh, he's all the way up there. Alan! We need you! Hey.
Hello. How's it going?
Hey, that was easy. We should do another.
Piss.
Yeah.
Let's do 3 times that.
3 times?
And let's call it Mont Blanc.
Over the rest of the
Okay,
day,
maybe
we
after we've
ate,
gone to
we
sleep a
slept,
little bit.
we napped, we'd recovered. There is nothing better than some well-earned rest. The boys are still sleeping at 6 a.m. But last night we did another night in the Chambord hut. And then today, really, we're just going to head back down to the car, hopefully find somewhere to have a shower, clean all our stuff, because it's disgusting, and really just chill, restock, and then we're heading back up to Torino Hut to get some more time at altitude. Yeah, easy day, should be good. It's time to rest. Our bodies are pretty knackered. Yeah. There's Ali. There's Jazza. Ready to go back to civilization?
Oh yeah, let me just do my stretching.
I need a fucking shower.
Overlaid with the joyous energy, we almost floated back down the side of the mountain towards the car. We played some music, bask in the morning sun.
Man, I'm just waiting for you to fall so I can catch you on camera.
And began to fully embrace the beauty around us. We crossed through the biomes that we had gone up a couple days before.
Let's go back.
Now it looks like I'm bigger than Jasper.
The descent gave us an opportunity to truly appreciate our surroundings, process the previous day, and remind ourselves just how fortunate we were to have this opportunity. Finding our way back to the car park, we couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment wash over us. We had conquered Gran Paradiso, our first 4,000 meter peak, and gained invaluable experience and time at altitude, preparing us for what was to come.
So we conquered all the way to that white peak up there.
Now we are safely back in base camp.
The first thing we did when we got back was bathe our feet in the Arctic waters of the river. knowing that perhaps much of this water had come from the glacier that we had tackled the day before. Then as we packed our gear into the car, our thoughts were already turning towards the greater challenge that awaited us. Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in Europe. This adventure was only just beginning. It was a time to take the challenge up a notch and take on the big leagues. Part 2, Mont Blanc, is coming soon. The end.